Today we're back on the Not How Girls Work subreddit, and it's going to be beautiful but also terrifying, and there's going to be a compilation after this episode. So we're doing a brand new episode right now, and then a compilation will play after it. I'll put the time on the screen right now of when the compilation's going to start. And yeah guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing amazing, and I hope you're ready for this. We haven't been on here for a little while, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun stuff to read. And let's go. Enjoy guys. So I got some good and bad news today. Good news is my girlfriend's pregnant. Bad news is she's pregnant with twins. We all know that the only way a girl can have twins is if she's sleeping with two guys. What, dude? I've been asking her about it and who the second guy is. She keeps denying that she's been cheating on me, but we all know that two babies means that she's been with two guys. I know one thing, I'd totally lose my mind if she was pregnant with triplets. Nah, this can't be real, can it? Now I don't know what to do. Okay, so that's hilarious. They've got to be trolling, don't they? There's no way that somebody actually thinks this and they didn't even think about Googling it. Look it up, bro, and I'm pretty sure you'll be surprised. Oh, wait a second. You don't have to sleep with two different people to have twins? That's news to me. Nah, but for real though, that can't be real. The age of the white woman is over. Let's get married and have many children. Autistic screeching. Yeah, like the top comments say. What do they have against autistic women? I'm an autistic woman and I don't even screech. What the hell? Yeah, well, it didn't take us long to read something gross and concerning. It happened almost immediately. Women talking about men's ignorance about the vajayjay. Women talking about cutting up their sons, you know what, so it doesn't look weird. Yeah, but I mean, how common is this? And is it mainly women that are saying stuff about getting circumcised? I feel like it isn't, and it's obviously situational and different everywhere. Yeah, that's confusing. In the short guys subreddit, look at Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner. Height doesn't matter. Well, now they're divorcing. And what, it's because Joe Jonas is shorter? That's the biggest cop-out of all time. It's like when a nice guy says they're single because they're too nice. That's not what it is, and you're choosing to believe that's what the problem is, but it definitely isn't. Obviously, people have preferences, but if you are a little bit shorter, it's not like it's the be-all, end-all of everything. Is it just me, or is it weird that Taylor Swift has no children and is pretty much the most successful woman of our time and 33 years old? She's trans and poisoning young girls to hate men. Her face does not look feminine to me either. Something's off. Okay, so once again, I'd like to believe that they're joking, because as if you'd even think this hard about this. The idea of somebody sitting there and going, you know what, I feel like Taylor Swift is actually trying to poison young girls to hate men, and probably is trans. Yeah, I don't know, I don't feel like they can be being serious. The most controversial belief I have, women living longer than men isn't good. I believe that it's best for women to live maximum life of 30 to 40 years. What? After that, she should have the right to die and public should support it. I know I'm being crazy and stupid. Oh, that's good. But when women reach middle age, what is her value? Are you joking, dude? She loses beauty, youth, and now has to deal with menopause, which is seriously like a disease. At least men develop his value with age. Maybe for kids, husband, it seems good idea to live longer, but the rest doesn't. Men are designed to love variety. When menopausal women can't give horizontal mumbo, man isn't gonna like it. I also don't believe that marriage is beneficial for men. Older women aren't appreciated and bring nothing to the table. Women aren't like men and who can run the world. I believe we're basically designed for pleasing men and bearing children and have values for only 20 years. Also, for men, it is more exciting to date younger women than older women, so why should we live longer? Also, kids do need father figures in their life, otherwise it can cause a lot of issues. I know comment section will be like a war, just wanted to let out my belief. So you're telling me that a woman wrote this and not some guy that hates women? Nah. Like, women are awful, am I right, guys? No, dude. You think women should only live for 30 to 40 years? How do I even comment on something like this? No joke though, people will have an opinion like this, and then they'll wonder why women don't like them. Maybe because you think they should die when they're 30 or 40. Oh my god. Say what you want, but I've never had to pay to pee in Canada or the US. What if they poop in it? Women can't differentiate what's coming out when they start pushing. As far as I know, only men have it separated. Are you serious? Yeah, the same old thing about women basically being birds and everything just comes out at once. Oh, wait a second, I'm gonna go pee. Interesting, I didn't pee, I just took a big poop without even realizing it. I love that as far as I know. Like, obviously not very far. Let's confuse all the girls. Left 99% and right 2%. How is this not something that every single person can relate to that's used something like AirPods? How is this a gendered thing? This should definitely be on the pointlessly gendered subreddit. Dad, can I borrow the car? But son, you can't even drive. Mum can't either, but you let her drive. Ha 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 ha. Oh my god, and they both got black eyes and they're in bed. I can still hear you. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. That's so horrifying. It reminds me of the Are the Straights Okay subreddit, only because there's heaps of sexist cartoons on there as well, which by the way, I should probably do a new episode on that soon. But yeah, that was gross, and also women don't drive worse than men. If you Google, are women worse drivers than men? It'll literally say that men drive faster and they're in more severe crashes than women, and statistically men are worse, but so many people still say stuff like this. You don't owe anyone horizontal mumbo, not on the first date, not on the 5th date, not on the first month, not in the first year. Make choices you actually want to make. Have high standards for the type of person you share physical intimacy with. Actually, you can absolutely owe someone horizontal mumbo. If you get treated to a date and then you go home with the guy, you owe him no, you don't. What? God, see, this is what the issue is. It's the same with nice guys. You have entitlement issues and you feel entitled to stuff and you have expectations and you get angry and upset and bitter and you lash out at women when those expectations don't get met. But it's not women's fault. Now, things can happen and you might change your mind, which is okay, but that's on you. Yeah, no, 100% not. More women than ever before are not getting married due to feminism. These are the same people who claim that feminism is just about equality. Sure it is. Did you consider that men get married now because they're being denied a wife? Sounds like an attack on men to me. Yeah, but I mean, a lot of stuff can sound like an attack if you have this sort of attitude. And also, when you say stuff like you're being denied a wife, it makes it sound like you think that women are just getting handed out to people, like they're a free toy with a Happy Meal or something. Yeah, like the top comment says, denied a wife? Mate, men aren't entitled to a wife. Feminism isn't hurting men. Men and their consistent crappy behavior are hurting men. Feminism is merely giving women the courage to say no to men just like you. Why are there no silicone tampons? There are menstrual cups that are made from medical grade silicone. So why can't there be a tampon made from the same material instead of a cotton one that you can use to plug it in on your period? They wouldn't be absorbent like regular tampons, but made to block the blood from leaking out. I don't see why this couldn't work. Well, it's probably a good thing that you're not trying to make these or something then, because that'd cause issues, dude. Why are they even thinking about this? That's what I'm confused about. Like one afternoon, are you just thinking to yourself, you know what? Why aren't there silicone tampons? Like, how is this something that just comes in your head, you know? If you don't get married, who's gonna clean the gutters and mow the lawn? Me? Angry. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm so mad. Which way, modern woman? I won. No, you didn't. Oh my god, why do people still do stuff like this? People can do whatever they want. If they don't want to have kids and do all that sort of stuff, they don't have to. It's so frustrating. Like, stay in your own lane and do whatever you want to do. Stop stressing about other women not having children. Oh my god. Some people don't have any interest in that and they straight up shouldn't be parents. People just have this fantasy that every single woman is going to be like this traditional wife that lives on a farm and has like 18 children and churns butter and stuff. Like, people are different. Just because that's what you want in your life doesn't mean it's what everybody else wants. My daughter started her period without my permission. How should I punish her? Nah, there's no way. That's not real. And also, it's on Quora, which is full of people just making stuff up. No, I'm not buying this one. Which way, modern woman? 1900s woman? I can't wait to tell my husband I'm pregnant again. 2000s woman? For my 30th birthday, I'll binge watch Netflix. And once again, they're making fun of women that have cats. Oh, this is so cringe. And stuff like this always has been cringe. But the fact that people are still making posts like this, come on. There's no good women, just high-risk women and low-risk women. Female nature is female nature. Yeah, wow, cringe. And that's enough for today. Time for something wholesome and then compilation time. Thinking about the homeless man in Austin who I used to pay $15 to watch my car while I went out. And one night I came back and all the cars around mine were broken into except mine. And he was sitting on my hood and said, "I ain't let him touch this one, Miss Kenzie." No way, what a legend. You can break into any car, but not this one. I don't mean to brag or anything, but your boy just beat stage 4 cancer today. Let's freaking go. That's so awesome. Obviously, it's a lot more than awesome, but I'm not very good with my words. Congratulations though, that's so beautiful. Life is good. You know study. You play with Pebbles. Its name is Pebbles. Oh, that's so cute. How could you even get anything done if you had a beautiful cat like that around? Well, actually, I should ask myself that question, and I struggle a lot sometimes. So cute. And once again, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time. If you enjoyed and you want to see more stuff like this, make sure you like and subscribe. And the comment of the day today goes to that one weird bish 6364. Sometimes I wish I could be this oblivious and clueless as some of these entitled people, thinking that nothing can ever be your fault must be bliss, especially compared to social anxiety, LMAO. Yeah, oh my god, could you imagine? No, I'm absolutely perfect. Everything is about me. The world revolves around me, and I can never ever be wrong. That's such a good comment. Thank you for all your support, guys. It means so much to me. The videos are getting more fun and more fun to make every day, it feels like. And yeah, I'm out of here for now, but you guys can watch a compilation that's about to start. So with that being said, look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye! Wait a minute, so you're telling me under traditional gender roles, they got up and went to work every morning and paid for everything, and all we had to do was clean the house and do the horizontal mumbo with them? What the hell were we thinking? Yeah, hopefully they're joking, but yeah, okay. How to attract your life partner? Men must always have a job, must have friends and be sociable, be really good at something, be at least somewhat muscular, constantly approach women, don't be meaningfully shy ever, no noticeable disabilities, have sexual experience, have a low body fat percentage, have the intelligence to succeed in life but don't actually be a nerd, don't have bad skin, you can't cover it up either, be able to provide for kids regardless if she says she wants any, have your own home, an apartment, have a car and drive it, have more income potential than her, be older than her, be taller than her, have more educational experience than her, and be willing to give up time and energy to chase her. And women, don't be a land whale. Yeah, like the other post, you're leaving out pretty much everything. It's hard for everybody, and the fact that you assume that women have some perfect, easy life, and obviously being sort of resentful towards them, because otherwise, why would you post this? That's so stupid. Just because you don't see the problems that other people have, that doesn't mean they don't have problems or like it's easy or something. Apparently, every girl is either fox pretty, cat pretty, deer pretty, or bunny pretty. What? Do you mean they look similar to cats and foxes and bunnies? I don't know. What do you even mean? Woman, she, he, her. You were never meant to be independent. Why? Because woman has the word man in it? Whoa, that's crazy. A married woman bears her husband's full name. She is Mrs. John Smith. It's up to the husband to allow other people to address her by her own first name. Without his permission, nobody has to know her first name. She's Mrs. John Smith. Ew. Yeah, so you're not even your own person. Nah, it's weird to even want to be this controlling. Women are the heart of the home. We belong in the kitchen, barefoot, soft and weak for him. What? Soft and weak for him. A responsible husband will restrict his wife's freedoms to protect her from outside threats and her own possible misconduct, but also to strengthen her focus on him and the family. Strictness is therefore essential to protect her and to develop her in the right direction. I'm sending this to mine. Yeah, this also keeps the man's focus where it belongs, on those that are important, his family and providing for them. So you don't see anything gross about this? Treating your partner like somebody who can't even handle anything on their own? Like they're so much below you? Yeah, I don't know, that's pretty gross. Like, hello my beautiful wife, I'm gonna restrict your freedoms now because apparently I control everything that you do? Nah. Dear men, take your 21 days leave from work, go home and tell your woman that you lost your job, explain further that there was some loss and you have to use your savings to settle, spend the next 14 days observing how you're treated at home, and discover who you married. Yeah, or don't do that. Yeah, like the top 2 comments say. I'm imagining that it was just a prank conversation at the end of it. Yeah, when his wife discovers who she married. Yeah, that's right, 100%. Like, yeah, man, go and do this super unhealthy thing for your relationship. It'll be so good. There's a reason that man and God have 3 letters, and there's a reason that woman and Satan have 5 letters. Stay woke. Wow, that's so funny. Oh my god, women are all satanic? Oh my god, we need to tell somebody about this. No dude has ever said, man, she'd be really hot if her eyelashes were longer. Wow, so specific. I feel like a lot of people like how long eyelashes look, or they like it without even realizing. But also, the world doesn't revolve around what you think is hot. A lot of people probably don't care if you don't like it. The top comment, consider considering that a lot of men are bad at telling if someone even has makeup on or not, they might think this without even knowing it. He spends all of his time playing video games. What a nerd. He spends all of his time playing video games. Typical guy. He like never talks. It's so weird and creepy. He's so shy. It's so cute. I dropped my pen and he picked it up. I don't even want to touch it now. I dropped my pen and he picked it up. I'm gonna... What? Do something with that tonight? He sat behind me in class. What a stalker. He sat behind me in class. Do you think he likes me? He went to a comic convention. What a man-child. He went to a comic convention. Such a nerd. That's so funny. Cute. He lives with his parents. What a weirdo. He lives with his parents? Aw, he must care about family. He can't even drive. What a loser. He can't drive yet. Does he need a lift somewhere? He topped the class. What a nerd. He needs to get a life. He topped the class, brains and handsome. What a nerd. Yeah, this could be the most neckbeardy thing I've ever seen. Like all Asian women are the exact same and they're all perfect. And all Western women are the exact same and they're all terrible. I don't know if dehumanizing is the right word. I suppose like fetishization. Like they're not looking at people as if they're people. They talk about people like they're some mysterious creature. And they're all pretty much the same person apparently. Inside the feminist mind. Dad issues, bipolar disorder. Oh, God. Fantasies. Hats. Hate. Roller derby. And red hair dye soaked through the scalp. Yeah, don't really even need to comment on this. I experienced this firsthand in Osaka. I had a white British woman start talking me up when I was already at the bar with an Asian girl. The British girl was doing everything in her power to get all of my attention and got to the point where she got really rude because I wasn't interested. She was then butthurt for the next hour walking around the bar because no one was particularly interested in her, and some of the Asian girls had multiple guys giving them attention. It really gives you a glimpse of how inflated women's egos get in places like the US or UK. Yeah, the top comment. There's a weird pattern emerging with incels. Well, don't know that this person is an incel, but yeah, where they try to make white women jealous by being with Asian women, but all it makes me feel is bad for the Asian women. Yeah, it has the same resentful, angry feeling as when nice guys are like, oh, women are gonna hit the wall when they turn 30, and that's when they're gonna want a nice guy like me. Yeah, sort of like they're trying to get back at them or something. When girls need extra money, OnlyFans. When boys need extra money, OnlyHands. Yeah, and this one came from Facebook, and of course it did. Men who need money fix motorbikes. Hell yeah. A successful man is one who makes more money than his wife can spend, and a successful woman is one who can find such a man. Haha, yeah, okay. If she's ever dyed her hair green, blue, or pink or purple, she's crazy. When you see his ding dong for the first time and you realize you're in for a night of Netflix and disappointment, even a school bus looks small if you park it in the Grand Canyon. Yeah. I feel like that's definitely a good place to read something wholesome, guys. I'm sure we'll be seeing this on the Bad Women's Anatomy subreddit. I hope you guys had a wonderful time, but we need something wholesome. This goose used her wings to protect an abandoned puppy from the cold. The puppy was shivering, so she folded her wings around this baby and moved him closer to her so he could benefit from her warm body. Puppy stopped shivering and went to sleep. That's so beautiful. I didn't know geese were so awesome. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course I did. Nothing about foraging, but my neighbor at the cottage found a snake with a slug hat. I thought that was pretty neat. Don't see this every day. Yeah, you definitely don't. Scary, but also cute at the same time. A 5-year-old boy invited his entire kindergarten class to witness his adoption, and they all showed up. Wow, that's so beautiful. I feel like I've read this one before, probably because I've read pretty much every wholesome meme in the world, but yeah, that's so beautiful. How do you draw so well? It must be an innate gift, a gift from God. It's practice. I'll never understand how some people are so talented. A mystery. Women age like milk and men age like fine wine. Life advice for women. You'll look your best and be the most fertile between ages of 18 and 25. This is when you should find and marry the best possible man. After 25, it gets harder every year. Men keep getting better every day. Wait, were they being motivational at the end there by saying men keep getting better every day? Or did they mean that men keep getting better every day? Hopefully the first one. Even though we've literally read stuff on this subreddit where people have been like, oh, men just get better looking every single year. And by the time they're in their 40s, they all look like James Bond and George Clooney and stuff. Like straight up delusional. But yeah, women, life advice. Go and get a husband, I suppose. Okay. Tampons and pads directly adjacent to the fresh sushi bar with a vomit emoji, a sushi emoji, and a blood emoji. Oh my god, that's unbelievable. I love this comment. You think that's bad? The store near me has the toothbrushes and the toothpaste on the same shelf as the toilet paper. They're almost touching. Gross. The Closed Brethren Guide to Appropriate Skirt Length. The shortest one says Satan's daughter. Never heard the gospel. Worldly with a conscience. Saved. Saved with a smattering of tongues. Saved, sanctified, and filled. Saved, sanctified, baptized, and filled. And pure holiness. She's already made it and is only here as an example. I can't believe the first one said Satan's daughter. Like, sorry, what, mate? I love Pokemon. I still have my Game Boy and DS. Yes, I got rid of my DS not too long ago, but it was mostly so I could buy more Switch and PlayStation 5 games. Haha. Fair enough. It's weird that you're so hot, yet you like real people things. Oh my god. What are we reading? Yeah, that's a really strange thing to say. You just see a lot of girls who are good looking think that stuff is beneath them. I don't know. It was meant as a compliment. Yeah, I get that it's a compliment to me, but it's an insult to other women. I don't vibe with that. Yeah, like the top comment says, wait, what? So does this person not think of hot people as real people? What do they think hot people do all day? What hobbies count as real? I have so many questions. Help, please. Yeah, that's so confusing. Hot people aren't real people. Oh my god, why did nobody tell us about this? I remember one time I told a girl her rudeness wasn't attractive, and she said, genuine question, what makes you think I'm looking to attract you? The message sent me to sleep, bruv. Yeah, that's so true though. And this applies to so much stuff that we read. Actually, so much of the stuff that we read. Like, yeah, they probably don't care if you don't think they're attractive. They're probably not even thinking about that. Trad versus Thought from 1926. Can sew, cook, tend farm, doctor, make preserves, crochet, and play the zither. Can Charleston shake a cocktail? Wise crack. Drive a car, play bridge, and earn my own living. Marriage inducements of the older and younger generations. This comment, ain't no one tending farm in that get up. As a woman, in capital letters, you must make peace with the fact that you are not in the plan of God. He saw that the man he created was lonely, so he made Eve for companionship. My sister, you were created to, you know what, that man, and to make him happy and to serve him. Please don't argue with facts. Yeah, this comment, if some man somewhere is lonely, that is not my problem. She should have left his, you know what, in someone who wanted to gestate. Well, she should have kept her legs closed, or at the very least, kept her eggs from releasing. Kept her eggs from releasing? What are you talking about? So not only can women hold in their periods apparently, but they can also stop their eggs from releasing. Amazing. Kitchen thought, if women want rights, how come women big booty breast? If woo man not object, horizontal mumbo. Why woman sexy dance, huh? Woman not want date me, marry me, horizontal mumbo me, but woman walk out in my neighborhood, wear clothes. Have big booby sexy sex, body, long hair, woman body, huh? Woman not want horizontal mumbo? If woman want rights, not want horizontal mumbo, but woman not want punch face? Hypocrite. Attention seek. Oh, that was the best thing I've ever read. Attention seek. Oh, that was obviously a joke and it was amazing. I love how it sums up so much of the stuff that we read into one single post. Serious question for women. Why do y'all complain about life? All you need is to exist and everything is just handed to you. Infinite dating options, attention, social life, job opportunities. And even if you don't or can't get that, a man can provide it for you. What's so hard about that? This sort of stuff is so hard to take seriously. Like, what do you mean? And you're saying this sort of stuff and you're not joking? Yeah, like this comment says, these guys actually think that all I have to do is stand in the street and snap my fingers, and then hordes of men will come flooding over the hills to shower me with money and gifts. Lol, I wish. Like, yeah, what? Women don't have life problems? Are you for real? She screams when startled, pees when she jumps, has the strength of a 12-year-old boy, gets lost in her own neighborhood, can't be out alone after dark, can't pee in public without a girlfriend, and you're afraid to talk to her, pees when she jumps. What? Yeah, I don't think that's true somehow. There's catfishing, and then there's whatever the hell this is. Wow, what a weird way to announce to the world that you've never had a girl sleep over. Yeah, that's such a good response. A good response to a terrible tweet. I don't hate females, I want them to be their best selves, and what's best for you and all other females is to lower your standards, submit to your man if you have one, learn how to cook and clean if you don't already, train to become professional level sandwich makers for your men and children, become adept in massages so you massage your man's feet, neck, back, you know what, shoulders, you know what, etc. You know, be traditional. That's the way Western females should be. Yeah, that was awful. Like, yeah, I don't hate females, I just think less of them, and I definitely think they're born to just look after me. Yeah, like this comment says, I don't hate women, I just think they should live their lives to serve me. Women then and women now. Modern men have to work 5 times harder than their grandfathers for a woman that's 20 times worse than what their grandmothers were. Everybody's different. It doesn't mean people are better or worse. And they're just like, oh nah, all women used to be like this and there were no people that weren't like this. So confusing. Voids be like, I've dated short men. You just have a bad personality. Me. What's your current sexual partner's height? Voids. 6'4". But it don't matter. Inkwell. Yeah, like the top comment says, at least he's honest about his bad personality. Yeah, that's one step ahead of a lot of stuff that we read. Your jobs, women, is to bear and rear kids and grandkids. Marry a good Irishman and get to work. If you have an OnlyFans account, prison for you. Obey. You are innately submissive, not a fighter or killer. Yeah, moving on. My teenage nephew told me that he asked a girl out and she turned him down. I said, you know what to do now, right? And he said, I know, keep trying. And I said, no, leave her alone. She gave you an answer. He was shocked. No one had told him that before. Teach your boys. Yeah, wow, that's so true. And I'm realizing now, Chief Wiggum says that to Ralph, doesn't he? When he compares women to walnuts.
Son, whether you want to win a girl or crack a nut, the key is persistence.
Men are supposed to have hair, girls aren't. Yeah, okay, I feel like that's enough of this subreddit for today, guys. That was so fun, and I hope you had an amazing time. But yeah, we definitely need to read something wholesome. My art professor told us a story about how he hated all of his art, and he threw it out at a dumpster by his campus. And then a little while later, he went to a girl's dorm, who is now his wife, and she had it hanging on the wall. Oh, that's so cute. Why are the wholesome memes so beautiful lately? That's so adorable and such a good story as well. It's not always easy to hug a hedgehog, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't. Yeah, damn right. I've never hugged a hedgehog before, but it has to happen one day. A genie and a dog. I mean, I can throw it a third time. Oh, because all they want them to do is throw the stick. That's so cute. And that was by Asher. I heard my 6-year-old slowly and painstakingly reading a Nat Geo book about otters to his stuffed otter because I wanted him to know about his family. Wow, these are so wholesome today. What do you even say in that situation? Like, oh, that's very cute and very funny. All women are designed by God to have their first kid at 16 when their hormones are high and bones are most elastic for a less painful birth. All women would be happier if they got married at 16. This would give them a lot more years with their kids and keeps them from aging rapidly. In a Catholic theocracy, depression would not exist. Wow, I don't even know what to say to this. I've never heard somebody talk about bones as being elastic, but I know that's not what the issue is with this. It's the fact that the rest of it is so gross, and it's also gross to assume that you know better than these people and you telling them how they should live their own life. Nah, we need a law where females are equally distributed among men. Oh my god. Also, what, you're telling me that you're having trouble with women? Maybe it's because you think stuff like this. This law will not only tackle the ongoing, ever-rising and completely unfair male virginity epidemic, it will also help men select the female of his choice. Wow, talking talking about women like they're literally a pet or something. The female will not have any say or choice in the matter, for the obvious reason that if they have a choice, they'll only choose the most attractive men or those with a larger ding-dong. This must be implemented and enforced, as it will save countless men from being denied the most basic human right. Horizontal mumbo with a female. I'm genuinely taken back. There's so much going on here. First of all, having the attitude that women only want to be with somebody who's super attractive. Second of all, feeling entitled to horizontal mumbo and feeling like it's something that should just be given to you. Also calling women females while the entire time talking about them like they're an animal or something. Yeah, the females are not the issue here. Sorry guys, I'm shocked at how bad that was. I'm 20, I'm 32. Dude, run, hit it and quit it. Old chicks are the best practice. Not to be taken seriously though. This subreddit should be called, hey, here's something super gross that somebody said. Women who say men who hate women have small ding-dongs are so funny to me. They're pretty much saying that having a big one is a pass to be misogynistic. In fact, I bet if a man has a large one, he could say some sexist stuff, and once he unzips his pants, the angry women would drop to their knee, oh god, dude, and say, oh yes daddy, your you-know-what is large enough, so please oppress me. I would gladly throw my voting rights and stay in the kitchen for the rest of my life because of your you-know-what. What did we just read? I don't think that people should say men who hate women have small ding-dongs, like body shaming for no reason pretty much. But besides that, the rest of this was absurd. The period thing is a BS excuse and you all know it. You never pee yourself or poop your pants, but somehow you're always gonna bleed through. Come on ladies, grow up. No, that can't be real, can it? Bro, you need to stop commenting on how women's bodies work if you don't know how they work. The confidence while being so wrong is so funny. Oh, grow up ladies, just hold it in. Come on, it's not hard. How society wants women to dress. USA, France, Italy, and UK. But how women want to dress? Yeah, like the top comment says, how women want to dress in this guy's fantasy. Yeah, like don't tell other people how they want to dress. No, it's the natural way. Everyone wants to dress like this deep down. Yeah, okay. Why do men prefer virgins? Because they're not broken in by other men and can truly love you. Yeah, I can tell this is going to be so bad. Imagine you spend 10 grand on a swimming pool in your backyard. You put in the hard work and time to get it done, and then you have this really awesome pool. Well, are you just going to let anyone from the neighborhood come and swim in it? Oh yeah, because women are pools, are they? Now, if I go swim in my pool every day 100 times a day for 30 years, it'll still be there looking sharp as ever. I can do maintenance and I can make sure the pool is still up to its highest quality. I can take care of it because I own it. Yeah, this is bad. Meanwhile, if 100 people swim in the pool every day, nobody's gonna care for it and it'll eventually become unusable and people are gonna stop coming to this dirty and crusty old pool. That's all there is to it. You wouldn't let your pool be used by unlimited people all this time. So why would you let your girlfriend, who's worth far more than a pool, after she's been used by enough men, her body starts to fall apart because it's not designed for that many different partners? Humans evolved to live in villages of a few hundred people. The average woman today has done the horizontal mumbo with more men than that. This is why I'll always prefer virgins. Ladies, you're only hurting yourself with this meaningless horizontal mumbo. You think the average woman has been with hundreds of people? Where do these people get off? Bro, what are you talking about? You're comparing human beings to pools? That's not a healthy attitude. I can't believe I'm even saying that. God wants women to be keepers at home. Satan wants women to be out of the home. Things that make it easy for women to be away from home. Careers, automobiles, daycares, public and private schools, birth control pills, shopping malls, restaurants, women's Bible studies, children's activities, and entertainment. These are so hard to react to. Every single post that we read is like, what did you just say? Women need to realize that the 3 A's, assets, accolades, and achievements don't mean much to a man more than your attitude, character, and behavior. Sadly, modern women are convinced that their assets, degrees, and careers make them a catch. And sadly, when this belief isn't met with reality, as most of these women tend to be chronically single, to heal their bruised egos, they convince themselves that men are intimidated by independent women, when the reality is men value peace and they simply avoid you. It's not that they can't handle you, they just choose not to. You're insufferable. Wow, so angry. And like the top comment says, I think quite a lot of women are more interested in men's attitude, character, and behavior than their assets. mindsets, and yet plenty of men believe they can make up for the former with the latter, and then are surprised when the only women who want anything to do with them are superficial gold diggers. I'm looking for something genuine and real. My checklist to determine if she's long-term material: 1. Does she hush in front of my friends? Does she ask for my permission to do things out of respect? Does she cook and clean unprompted? Does she forego hanging out with her friends at nightclubs for me? Does she give you the horizontal mumbo regardless of how she feels? Will she delete her social media for you? Yeah, that was really bad. Like, will she pretty much be my pet and I'll completely own her? Yeah, icky, gross, yuck. Ban Grindr, ban Tinder, ban OnlyFans, ban you-know-what. Ban them all. How would women make money? Yeah, I'm not gonna waste time commenting on this. There's not really anything to say, except no, what are you talking about? That's a man's prime. I don't know what you're talking about. Women, on the other hand, will age like milk when they hit 30. Where did this come from? We read this all the time. Like, men, they just get so much more beautiful, but women get so much uglier. It's completely dependent on circumstance. It's different from every single person. Some men do age well, some men age really bad, and some women age well and some don't. But they make it out like women are all hideous when they turn 30, which only shows how angry and resentful they are towards women. Women who are not virgins should be required to have their body count branded or tattooed on their foreheads. Why just women? Why the phrase body count? Just how insecure are you? Because when men have the horizontal mumbo with women, their you-know-what has chemicals and hormones that also release, permanently marking the inside of her, where then the marked spots produce spermicide to kill all genetic material that is not from the man who left the original spots. Where are they getting this information from? Every single day it's some new ridiculous thing. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, bro, this is exactly how it works, and I know because I'm a woman expert. Am I the a-hole? I'm a restaurant's manager and I have an employee who's been going to the bathroom regularly this week. She tells me that she has her period, so I decided to call all of our female employees and I asked them to put a tampon in before their shift or to hold back their period if it's possible. They told me I'm the a-hole now. I just want the restaurant to keep running, but I like my team. We are low staff, so they're precious. Am I the a-hole? Yeah, of course you are. You're telling them to hold in their periods. If people could do that, they already would do that. Like, come on, we're trying to run a restaurant here. Keep it in. Surely just hold that period in. If the gender roles were somehow flipped entirely, which is impossible because biology, it would actually be based AF. Be man, expected to sit at home and do whatever you want. Have hordes of women after you, even if you're ugly, fat, or you know what. Remember that 99% of men will you know what anything that moves. So flip that around to women. Paid for dates, get catcalled in public if you're at least a 5 out of 10. Oh no, someone called me hot. The horror. If you want extra money, just sell ding-dong pictures on Only Dudes for thousands of dollars. Reminder that this is the life that most women have and they still complain. You genuinely think that's the life for most women? And I'm not going to ask if you're joking because they're obviously not. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. That's unbelievable to think that every single woman is living a life like this. Of course they're not. A man's not supposed to cook, wash dishes, or wash his clothes if he's got a woman. Wow, that's cute. He probably won't have a woman for long if that's his belief system. Imagine actually being proud of not helping your partner. Like, yeah, they literally do everything for me like they're my mum. Like, if that's the agreement that you and your partner have, they do those things and you do other stuff and everybody's happy, then yeah, okay. But the way that post sounded was like, oh nah, they do everything for me. Women have it easier, dude. It's literally obvious. The amount of love, attention, and support they get is not believable. Women's only struggle is their little period. That's all. Wow, that's so sad. You genuinely think that's it? It's so weird though, because if you think that women do have an easier life, like incels and nice guys, you're gonna get resentful and angry towards women, and it's all based on something that isn't even true. I was getting on the bus and a couple of Asian girls let me go first and waited until I boarded. That's not the only instance where Asian girls show proper respect to men. They bow and they talk respectfully as well. Overall, they know how to respect men and actually do show men respect. I cannot say the same for other kinds of girls, however. So why do other types of girls not show respect for men? Did feminism permanently take that ability away from them? If that is the case, case, they have to choose between feminism and men. Also, do you need an Asian girl if you want a girl to respect you? I love reading this stuff, but I feel like we're gonna need another wholesome video pretty soon. All women want a mansplainer. They love it when men tell them what to do. It would make them so much happier. It's unfortunate that modern women are too stubborn to accept this. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. They're just too stubborn to accept it. You could say that about anything. It doesn't mean that it's true. The girl I want doesn't want me. Date a girl that she hates. Thank me at the wedding. Straight up terrible advice. Trust me, every woman is the same. They all think the exact same way and they all react the exact same way. So if you date someone they hate, they're gonna immediately want you as well. Trust me, it'll work perfectly. Yeah, I feel like it won't. Every ding dong that a woman has ages her 3 to 6 months. This is why party girls look older than their age and shy girls look younger than their age. The ding dong factor. Yeah, I don't know why you would read this and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because that doesn't make any sense. Like, oh yeah, bro, absolutely. This thing that I just made up on my alpha male Twitter page is so correct. It's totally not just a random opinion. When a woman is laughing during an argument, please know that the psycho part of her brain has just been activated. Abort mission. Such a Facebooky like are the straights okay sort of meme. If you have more women friends than guys, you're wasting your time. Women as friends have very little to offer to men. Why don't you just admit that you hate women already? So much bitterness. Women are just the worst and they don't add anything to a friendship. If somebody is super obviously bitter or angry towards women or men, then that's even less reason to take their dating advice seriously because it's obviously super skewed. We don't share common interests, communicate the same way or feel the same way or face the same problems or even live the same life. A man's natural instinct is to sleep with lots of women and commit to none. A woman's natural instinct is to have an alpha's children and get a beta to commit for provision. Marriage was a societal compromise, and as it breaks down, people are gonna learn why it existed. Girls know that they secretly slept with their BFF's dad, had a train ran on her at spring break, slept with a guy for $1,000. That's why when you treat her well, she thinks you're a dumbass. Laughing my ass off. I love how the comments are like, what are you talking about? So they're assuming that every woman does this, assuming that every woman is pretty much the same person, and also assuming that if you treat women well, they're gonna think you're a dumbass. Hello, it's me from the future once again. The video I filmed was a lot shorter than I expected, so I've come from the future to deliver some more Not How Girls Work, masculine energy, doing, thinking, analyzing, decision making, leading, giving, and pleasing, feminine energy, feeling, expressing, intuiting, just being, following, receiving, and creating. So what, being creative is feminine, is it? And feeling and expressing anything is feminine as well? So inaccurate. Modern women at their peak. I'm gonna chase after all the Chads and Tyrones while friend-zoning all the nice guys who would treat me like a queen. I've got plenty of time to lock down on one of those lame simps. Oh my god, definitely gonna see this in the nice guy subreddit. Modern women after they hit the wall. I wasted the best years of my life getting passed around by F-boys who treated me like a you-know-what doll and then discarded me like garbage. Now all the good men who wanted me when I was young and hot and happily married, I'm gonna die alone. Oh yeah, this is what's gonna happen to all women when they hit the wall. No, it's not. After education, 75% of girls become biatch. Okay, I don't really know what to say about this. If people are gonna accuse you of misogyny, you may as well enjoy the egotistic benefits of being a truth-telling misogynist. Men move the discussion forward, women swap recipes and beauty tips, men debate, and women wheedle. Reminds me of Patrick from SpongeBob when he's like, leedle, leedle, lee. Men confront, women slander. Men act, women plot. Men invent and women benefit. Men are passionate, women are passion parasites. Men cheat and women betray. Men withdraw and women crap test. Men kill, women play let's you and him fight. Men are emotionally distant, women are emotionally manipulative. Men's Achilles heel is pride. Women's Achilles heel is vanity. Men die younger, women live slower. Men think loftily, women think grubbily. freely. Men are expendable, women are perishable. Men humiliate and women shame. Men bluster and women preen. Men break barriers and women co-op broken barriers. Men design and women utilize. Men self-serve and women self-delude. Men frick and women barter. Men are funny, women are melodramatic. Men look at the sun, women look in the mirror. Men sexualize and women characterize. Men eat and women indulge. Men aspire and women inspire. Men love freely and women love desperately. Wow, so sad and cringy at the same time. They even set up the top that they are a misogynist, didn't they? But yeah, making all of these assumptions about women that obviously aren't true in everybody because not everybody is the same person. I've been playing COD with my boyfriend lately. It's been really nice. Oh god, somebody says that. I'm straight, but okay. You're dating a guy though? No, I'm a woman. What, they just assumed they were a guy because they were playing Call of Duty? Do people still think that women don't play video games? Oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna pass it back to Vincey from the past, everybody. Thank you for watching, guys. Okay, this one takes it home this year. Wow, that's so adorable. They're a little cloud in the sky. It seems like there's rain on the forecast, and I know this because I'm a cloud. Larry got his first job today. Oh, Larry, you little legend. Little Uber Eats delivery driver, that's so beautiful. I'd love it if Larry delivered me food. My wife went out, so I snuck off to Dunkin' Donuts. Only when I arrived, it turned out that she'd also snuck off there, so we both just had Dunkin' Donuts together. That's so cute. Is it just me, or are we the same person? Great minds think alike. My sister and her husband just had a baby, and this is my favorite picture of the situation. Like, oh my god, nothing could have prepared me for this. This is how people are born? Oh my god. Being a sexist will make every woman go from being indifferent and not realizing you're in the room to absolutely hating you and focused on you. This is when they start, you know whatting your ding dong and start talking about changing you. You simply have to smile at her and say, you'll never change me, fool. This makes them break eye contact and look at the wall, trying their best not to smile. This is her first step to falling in love with you because she finally feels safe with a man who doesn't change his mind often like a woman. How do I know? I've had over 25 plus women cry and tell me they love me. Wow. On this episode of Really Bad Advice that we found on Twitter, that was so bad. Oh my god, you didn't change your mind and you're super sexist and misogynistic. I must make you mine. I'm a straight male. A woman pops her boob out, doesn't put a blanket over her, and breastfeeds her child. You think I'm not gonna think sexually? The left isn't appropriate at all, especially if you're breastfeeding around your man's homeboys. If my child is hungry, my woman better feed my kid. If a dude can't conduct himself respectfully, he can get the hell out or get his ass beat. People who think a woman breastfeeding her baby is sexual seriously need professional help. Seriously, there's an infant up on there. What are you gonna do? Remove the baby so you can ogle a nipple? Yeah, that was gross. You know how I said this was gonna be a beautiful video? I'm losing hope. Women warn not to put ice lollies in their vajayjay to cool off in hot weather. Wait, do people do that? Oh my god, would that work? Like, surely you'd get an infection or something and it probably wouldn't cool you down that well. If animals had feminists, don't teach me to run, tell predators not to eat us. And that's a men going their own way thing? Bro, are you saying that you're a predator? Yuck. Yeah, like this comment says, I'm not sure I'm a predator and I treat women like prey. Is the winning argument that this guy thinks it is? Yeah, that's so disgusting. No, really though, what did they mean by this? Like, what were they trying to say? How incels think that women feel when they talk about replacing them with sex bots? How women really feel? Oh no. Anyway, yeah, that's definitely a how girls work, not a not how girls work. Like, oh no, somebody that I'm already not interested in is gonna leave me alone. Oh, that's so bad. My boyfriend is so poor. Leave him, you'll find a better one. My girlfriend is so poor, bro. That doesn't matter, bro. She's loyal. That's so cringe. You think all women and all men are like this? And what, you don't see any problem with generalizing every woman ever? Like, oh yeah, they're all the same, bro. Like, instead of thinking about people as being like humans as a collective, they're like, no, it's men and women and they're completely different. Like, so many people that we read about seem to think that women and men are a different species. It's known in nature that the male is always more beautiful than the female. And then humans came and invented makeup. Oh, okay. Damn you makeup inventors. And if you literally Google makeup, it says makeup dates all the way back to 6000 BCE, starting with the Egyptians. They created it as they believed that makeup was next to godliness and that it appealed to the gods. Both men and women of all social classes wore makeup, and at the time, makeup was used by Egyptian men to showcase their masculinity. So yeah, there you go. Women explained with bananas. Oh god, the ripe ones, 13 to 20. Never waste time on rotten fruit, bros. Oh, that's disgusting. And above it says Femoids Unleashed. 21 to 29, they're pretty much almost ready to be banana bread. And then when they're 30, they're just bad. Yeah, like I don't want to be rude, but I feel like if you're posting stuff like this, you probably don't need to worry about when women go bad. Why do boys ask, what are you wearing? As if we sit around in sexy lingerie all day. I'm in my penguin onesie. What are you wearing? Yeah, actually though, that's so interesting. Like, are they hoping that it's something sexy? Like, oh, what are you wearing, baby? Or are they just trying to paint a picture in their mind? Are you single and do you want to be a stay-at-home mum? Yeah, and hell no. Are you currently pregnant? No. Do you want kids? No. Are you a feminist? Yeah, absolutely. Why? I like having rights. Like what? For what? What do you mean for what? Why have rights as a woman? For what? Bye. Yeah, thank you for ending this conversation. We read stuff all the time where people need to end the conversation, and I'm so happy this person did. Like, yeah, I'm not even gonna respond to this. Bye. Are all women really bisexual? I'm going anonymous for obvious reasons. Women are objectively sexy. You can try and argue it, but really, men are just not attractive. The only reason that women like us is because they're evolved to procreate. Basically, all women have curvier bodies than men, more appealing, with no hair on the arms and legs. They have bigger butts and some boobs. Wow, that's such a funny way of describing that. I have some boobs. Overall, their bodies are just designed to be objectified. Argue all you want, but it's proven by science. So all women find other women attractive, even if they don't admit it or they pretend that they're straight. Okay, honey, sure you are. Even when they're kissing other girls at parties, they still won't admit it. Girls just have sexual bodies. That's why they're supposed to cover up to not entice men. When men are not needing to do this, since our bodies are built for survival and they're not really attractive, nobody actually thinks that men's bodies are that nice. I feel like they do, bro. Oh, sorry, every single person that's attracted to men, you don't exist apparently. That's so funny because this is so bad. Like, okay, honey, I'm sure you're attracted to men. Every single person ever is attracted to women, and that's it. And also, what sort of point are they trying to make? And the bit where they said it's scientifically proven that women are designed to be objectified, that's a really bad sentence. I lived in Australia for 3 years. I can bet my entire inheritance and investments that she'll end up marrying a white man. I can bet anything in this planet. Why go to Australia for 3 years? Why would you claim that you can still communicate and make friends without speaking a common language? Hinting that she had many white partners in Australia. East Asian women are programmed at birth to pursue white men and ensure white genetical features for their offspring. Wow, what are you talking about? I love when people just make stuff up. Like, yeah, I could bet my entire life savings on this. Continues to ramble some assumption that they made up. Even attempting to make sense out of some of this stuff pretty much is going to give you a headache. So what? Ladies deliberately get pregnant up to 4 months to their birthday so that their boobs become big? Oh, you think we've read this one before? Terminate the baby weeks to their birthday just to look good in their photo shoots? Yup. The top comment, you know what's 500 million times easier? A push-up bra. Yeah, I feel like we've read this one before, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else was saying this. Nothing really surprises me anymore. Female solo diddly can apparently open a portal to hell. What? Yeah, that's why I do it so much. That is so interesting. And what, you think saying this is going to make people not want to do it? That's so badass. She's right. No man has the right to dictate what a woman can do with her body. Period. True, but we're not concerned about the human incubator, but the living person inside that incubator. Wait, are they talking about women? What, women are just human incubators? That's a new one. Like, I know I'm laughing, but this really is deeply disturbing. I think laughing is a coping mechanism for me. I agree, but it's the current truth of Western culture. Honestly, all good men should just move to Eastern Europe where women are still traditional and they still make amazing partners. And then we can leave all the pretentious and manipulative women in the US only to become 40-year-old cat-owning spinsters. Oh, here we go again with the cat slander. Stop it. Cats are bloody beautiful. It's not an insult. Jin and Nez are next to me as we speak. This comment. As an almost a 40 cat-owning spinster, these guys should really stop threatening people with a good time. If more women knew about cellular memory and that every man who makes a deposit inside them leaves a personality marker that she'll retain for the rest of her life. This is why promiscuous women are often bipolar or otherwise seem unhinged. Yeah, I feel like that's enough for today, guys. We've read enough ridiculous stuff for one day. He jumped in my car and wouldn't let me leave without him. I don't own a cat. Is this how you get a cat? Yeah, 1000%. That's how you get a cat. They jump in your car and they say, come on, let's go. Human, you are now my owner. For real though, that's adorable. Damn, my neighbor who I'd never even met just busted serious ass to help me get my car out of the snow so I could get my kids to school and was like, I'm from Kenya. We don't just leave our neighbor to struggle. People are just great sometimes. Yeah, they 1000% are. That's so lovely of them. A family of 6 little owls took over my friend's backyard. An owl pool party? Yes. The top comment says, looks like a hoot. When my son was 3, he had a guinea pig named Rufus. One day he left a cage open and Rufus disappeared. I bought a replacement Rufus, never told my son, and things were going completely fine until the original Rufus showed up. And I had to pretend it was Rufus's cousin Roger from Philly. Oh my god, that's amazing. Rufus's cousin Roger from Philly. This post could be one of the best things I've ever read. Giving birth is only painful to unhealthy women. Those who treat themselves well give birth painlessly. Oh my god, on today's episode of Garbage on Twitter, yeah bro, healthy women, they give birth and it doesn't even hurt. If they could do it like every single day. It's so easy. 100% guaranteed this was written by somebody who did not give birth. Yeah bro, I know everything about a woman's body. That's the sort of energy that this gives off. Sweetie, I'm what's known as a Chad in the manosphere. Manosphere? What? They're creating their own alpha male universe. Tall, muscular, good looking, big ding dong, high income. Pleasing women has never been an issue. And I find it interesting that you insult me instead of countering my actual point. The more partners a woman has, the more decreases her sexual market value. You might emotionally disagree with this, but the consumer, men, had this opinion and that's what matters. Women don't determine what their market value is. Men do. Good lord, you know how many women would rather sew their own you-know-what shut than voluntarily spend 5 minutes in a room with you? I promise it is a non-zero amount of people. You're yucky. Yeah, I knew we were going downhill when I read Manosphere. Sweetie, I'm the absolute legend, Chad. Chad himself. No, but for real, all jokes aside, this is so bad. Man, if you meet a woman, maintain eye contact until she submits. If you were the first to look aside, it means you do the solo diddly or you know what very fast. What is this? Surely this account is just a joke, isn't it? Have you noticed that her next focus after she withdraws eye contact is your groin and thigh area? Masculinity Saturday? Yeah, they're taking the piss, aren't they? What do you mean? If you see a woman, maintain eye contact until she submits. Surely there's not actually people following this advice. Could you imagine? Nah. Being a girl must be so easy. Watch TikTok, crash car, text 7 dudes, eat sushi and lie. What did it used to be? Eat hot chip and lie. That's it. Now it's eat sushi and lie. Don't be blinded and brainwashed by society and the media. They're weak. If a girl is okay and gives her consent being with an older guy, it's fine. So it doesn't matter if she's 18 or not. In the Roman Empire when humanity was at its apex, girls got married young and it's only society now that views it bad because society is weak and pathetic. If a girl gives consent and says it's okay, then it's fine. It doesn't matter if she's 18 or not. If she doesn't give consent, it's a problem. Yeah, that was revolting. Dating in 2060. Men will reject human ladies. Many men will just use 3D printed sex bots or virtual reality to get the lady of their dreams. Yeah, I don't think women are gonna be upset about this. Like, yeah, if that's all you want from a woman, go and get a robot then. We see this sort of stuff used as an insult. You know, like men are just gonna choose bots one day. But at That's not really an insult. Unpopular opinion, menstruation edition. Women aren't even supposed to have menstrual cycles. This is your womb cleaning itself monthly from all the acidic foods and neurotoxins and radiation that we endure on a daily basis. Alkaline vegans and fruitarians barely ever menstruate. For y'all white recessive females in my DMs that contain Neanderthal but spelt Nether Nadal DNA, I can't speak for you beings, but my ancient African ancestors did not menstruate. It's something that did not occur until recently, due to the amount of acidic toxins that we breathe and consume in every day. So until you've watched Dr. Sabai and conducted actual research, instead of showing me these BS mainstream media blogs, get the hell out of my DMs with your lack of knowledge. Y'all are probably the same people who still think that vaccines are safe. Okay. Twitter is just not a good place to be. It can be so good, but also so bad. We pretty much only see the bad. Laughing my ass off, a boy messaged me on Instagram. This is really weird, but we matched on a dating app like 4 years ago, and I remember you said you wanted to be a sports writer, and I just came across an article of yours today, so congrats. Why am I tearing up, lol? You're tearing up because you realize that he's one of the many great dudes you've friends. Oh my god. Stop turning good things into something bad. Oh, that's so frustrating. You're tearing up because you realize that he's one of the many great dudes you friend zoned and or cut off talking to because he was too nice. You're a joke. It's like a random fun happy sort of thing, and they're using it as a way to be angry for literally no reason. You're generalizing this for no reasons at all. Also, women don't owe men horizontal mumbo or a relationship. Oh, I never mentioned she owed him anything. He's being nice and congratulating her for fulfilling her dream and remembered her from a small interaction years ago, and she says that she's tearing up, lol. It's nice to be appreciated a lot, isn't it, lady? She probably forgot his ass long ago after they matched and probably banged some a-hole with six-pack abs because that's the world. You crap on men and we're expected to just deal with it. So angry and entitled and projecting like crazy. On the unpopular opinion subreddit, it's impolite to open a car door for someone getting out of the car. Holding the car door open is only polite if the person is getting into the car. If they're getting out, it's basically rushing the person. Yeah, but you're not gonna open the door if you don't think they're about to get out. How would you be rushing them if you were literally just talking to them? Before you get out of the car, you have to gather all of your things and adjust your underwear and or private parts to some extent. What, every single time you get out of the car? You might not think about it, but it's true. If you're a woman, you may need to change a tampon real quick. What, inside your car? Whenever someone is coming out of private and into public, it's not okay to expedite the process. Yeah, but you're not. I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. It's just not really an opinion, is it? Because it kinda doesn't make any sense. And like, of all the places to change a tampon, in the seat of your car, dude? Are you for real or just confused or something? Feminism encourages women to leave their husbands, destroy capitalism, kill their children, practice witchcraft and become lesbians. Oh my god. Girls don't want boys. Girls want Megamind sick as hell platform goth boots that he wore to fight Titan. Yeah, that's understandable. Men, choosing a woman is like picking an avocado in the market. Nobody picks an avocado that has been pressed and pinched. A good grocer does not allow avocado to be pressed. A good buyer picks a mature, untouched avocado to ripen at home. Do you understand how disgusting that sounds? What's masculine about this? Cringe and sad. Like, oh yeah, the man I want to be is the kind of man that refers to women as bloody avocados. What, that's a masculine man to aspire to be like, is it? Why? Feminists, when they hear that people are being drafted for World War III, ha ha ha. The stuff that we read is funny because it's so not funny. Like, it's so bad it's almost good. Like when water is so cold that you're like, wait a second, is that really hot? Boys have big brain, girls have big everything their good body has. Wait, so what? The quickest way to tell if a woman is really into you is how she reacts to your smell. If her face is continuously embedded in your armpits or underarms of your shirts, she's into you. Yeah, what, into your armpits? If she's repulsed by your smell, leave and do not reproduce. Yeah, well, that's not your choice anyway. If somebody is repulsed by your smell, they're not gonna reproduce with you. What, you think you can decide that? If a woman is not enchanted by a man's natural scent, it's the number one indicator that you aren't biologically compatible. Do not have children. Okay, if you're repulsed by each other's smell, do not reproduce, okay? Yeah, okay. When women have to find a job and pay their bills. No, it's not just women, this is anybody. But also what? You don't see women working everywhere? Aren't they normally complaining because women aren't staying at home and being a trad wife? Now they're complaining that they don't have a job? How incels think periods work? Are you bleeding? No, because I ain't got time to bleed. Yeah, come on, why don't you just hold it in? Can't be that complicated. Nobody. Women. Why did he text yeah instead of yeah? He never does that. Okay, so now that people are making me associate this sort of stuff with The Simpsons, I think that's enough for today, guys. Oh no, sad. What's this? Hey, let's get out of here. Random song from years ago. Yeah, oh my god, music is so powerful. And yeah, that's so beautiful. I never listen to sad music if I'm gonna film sometime soon. Like, just in case it makes me sad. Whoa, your parents will let you have a mohawk? They have mohawks too? Whoa. And you're red? And super cool? Oh my god, not like the other birds. I love honey, but you know what I don't love? People who take care of others, but they don't extend that same care to themselves. Start now. Okay, Winnie the Pooh, relax. Never seen Winnie the Pooh so mad. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 30. Wow, yeah, that's so true. Like, you're on the same path, but they might be further down the path than you, and that's completely fine. Older women are getting more beautiful every day. Women that are 26 and up, bless us with a cute picture. You think somebody that's an older woman is 26? Surely not. Oh my goodness me, I'm a 26-year-old woman and I'm so old. Pretty much in a nursing home by the time you're 26. Like, god, would you even know what a phone is? And could you even take a photo when you're that old? Like, bro, if you think an older woman is 26, you've lost your mind. On a post about urinals for women, what if they poop in it? Women can't differentiate what's coming out when they start pushing, as far as I know. Only men have it separated. They can't? Bro, I feel like that's not true. I love how they put, as far as I know. That doesn't really instill a lot of confidence that you know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, as far as I know, and I did just make this up. Women are just like a bird, aren't they? It all just sort of comes out together. Women, we enjoy horizontal mumbo too. Men, in my experience, no you don't. Women, I don't think you're making the point that you think you're making. Yeah, maybe this is more of a personal issue. For real though, imagine thinking that all women didn't like something. Like, oh yeah, you're all pretty much the exact same. Or maybe not. Oh gee, I wonder if it's because women douse their eggs generation after generation with estrogen. Could eggs that have super high estrogen content possibly lead to male babies who have fertility issues as they mature into adults? Or a spike in estrogen-based breast cancers? As you know, we've seen over the past decades. We may never know because the pharmaceutical industry will never give up the ka-ching that is the pill. And women don't want there to be an issue with taking it. And I'm pretty sure people who take the pill know the side effects of it, but there are also side effects to, you know, having children that a lot of people are not interested in. For the ladies to secure the guy, act meek and sweet, gentle and submissive. Respect the bros and the dad. Tell your parents to be nice to each other in front of the guy. Give your mum a glow up. In my opinion, he shouldn't be checking out your mum and should think that she's beautiful anyway. Act like you have self-control and avoid temptations. And act innocent, don't post it. Eat fruit, go gym, you should do this anyway. Make him feel like a leader. Tell your friends to act high quality. Give him compliments and gifts and baby him like a mum would. Dude, your partner is not your mum, okay? So many guys are looking for a mum when they're looking for a partner. Is that not the most unappealing thing ever? She didn't lose the weight for you, bud. Relationships don't survive self-improvement because the point of self-improvement is to trade up to a better partner. No, that's not the point of self-improvement. Ha, yeah it is. Nobody loses 200 pounds for their health. Everyone is in the gym to get laid more and better. Wow, what? Every single person ever that goes to the gym is only doing it to get laid. I want this to be a joke, but it isn't. And that's really sad. Guide to respecting dating preferences. I prefer thin women. Wow, don't you realize that women can be pretty any size? Clearly you've fallen victim to the media's Eurocentric beauty standards. I prefer women in their 20s. Oh, what a creepy old man who uses his money and status to control control younger women. He belongs in jail. I prefer Asian women. Oh, another white loser who has an Asian fetish because he can't get laid in his own country. At least my white boyfriend is hot. You tell him, girl. I prefer white women. You're just afraid of black women because you suffer from internalized racism. Serious red flag. I only prefer men over 6 foot. Isn't that kinda superficial? How dare you shame me for having preferences? Yeah, like this comment says. First, women are shamed and called shallow all the time for having physical preferences. And second, the underlying reasons for those preferences matter. I'm more attracted to women with brown hair is way different than I want a woman who's too young and naive and insecure to stand up to me so I can control her. And third, having a preference is one thing, but acting like someone who doesn't meet that preference is subhuman, or having a complete double standard is another. I prefer a woman who, like myself, has not had many partners, is not the same as I, a man who has had 50 partners, want a woman who's not run through and used up. And sometimes it's not about preference itself, but how the preference is stated. I prefer a petite thin woman is one thing. I don't want any fat biatches is another. And far too often when a guy is being called out for that thin preference, it's due to the latter. Yeah, 1000%. It's the context and the motivation behind it. Birds will often pluck out their feathers as a result of mental stress, anxiety, and neglect. Oh yeah, so women are birds, okay. If they plucked out their hair, they did a very good job. And also, is it the same for a guy who does this? There are so many men that have shaved heads. But no, women are birds. Why are girls such teasers? I've had a crush on my friend Tammy since we were 9, so almost 20 years. She's told me that she doesn't see me that way, but loves me as a friend. Like a girl can only love a guy only as a friend. She always made me so in the mood. I admit I took a pair of her panties out of her hamper a few years ago. Not cool, I guess, but the smell got me so... oh god. Last week I told her again how much I love her, and then I think about her all the time when I... you know what? She freaked. Yeah, of course she did. I put my hands on her waist and went in to kiss her, and she freaking kneed me in the nuts. I was lying there and she kicked me again. She told me that she never wanted to see or talk to me again. Like, what the hell was the big deal? Why was she not flattered when I told her that I you know what when I think about her? I texted her and she told me if I really cared about her, I should cut my ding dong off. What should I do? How can I get her to love me? Okay, so it's a bait post. Hopefully anyway. I was being so gross and they didn't enjoy it. Like what? How do I get them to love me? And the worst part about this is, this could be so easily real. Girls' sexual fantasies and boys' sexual fantasies. You're joking, right? Yeah, like the top comment says, all women just want to be choked with no emotional intimacy. And all men are just a lonely cinnamon rolls that just want a hug and no horizontal mumbo. Yeah, like obviously not all women are like this and not all men are like this, obviously. I mean, I know it has something to do with it. When a male releases inside a female part of his DNA, it's going to be part of those eggs. The more I do this in her, imagine those eggs. Pretty whenever she has a baby, that baby is going to have multiple DNAs. 70% dad, 30% random dudes. That's why children's have different personalities and stuff. God was smart when he designed us. Sorry, but what? I feel like I missed what they were trying to say. So women that have lots of different partners are going to have multiple DNA in their children, and the kids are going to be like a combo of all the different people. It just doesn't work like this though, you know? Yeah, like this comment says, by this logic, siblings born to a mother who only had one partner should what? Have identical personalities? Yeah, I did a photo shoot with my thesis. Longest labor ever. It's a shame to not see what the female body is made for. I didn't want to say that, but if women don't literally surrender emotionally and physically to their men and trust them, then some other men form different group will force them with violence. It's a matter of time, basically. The native men are becoming more feminine, a more brutal civilization will become majority and force everything that he wants on women. It's that easy. Diplomacy won't mean anything, and also education as well. It might be even hard to find a book, so go girl power. Yeah, you really don't see women as people, do ya? I do, because I'm educated and I want to make them understand how this goes in the reality and not in false promises, which financial systems push towards nations to destroy the meaning of the nuclear family and replace nations with more loyal governmental minorities. Oh, hell no, not entertaining this one anymore. Look, governmental minorities is a term they use in social democratic systems. They're by far majority majority, one of those supposedly minorities, has at least 7 children, while the nations who are immigrated have the most. You just acting like you don't understand or you're stupid. In both cases, I don't care about what you believe or what you want to believe. This is the reality. Bro, you're just saying stuff. France is gone, Germany's gone, British is gone. The basic European powers on this earth are minorities in their own countries, while all their other Balkan nations are full of economical debt, with also illegal immigrants. The degeneracy and other sexual or moral corruption is being pushed through the financial system. With the ESG, do your research before you criticize someone. Woman, I worked really hard on this. I'm really proud of it. This guy, feminism is destroying women. You should have been touching my pee-pee instead of going to school. Yeah, very angry and bitter and confusing. Soon you will swell with my child and be kept barefoot in my house. Yeah, I would react the exact same way. But yeah, imagine commenting this on somebody that you don't know. Also somebody that you do know. Yeah, telling somebody that they're gonna swell with your child, probably not the right thing to say. Why does it matter as long as she's clean and not cheating? I'm not spending my life savings on a used car, that's why. Yeah, except women aren't objects and their value doesn't depreciate. I'm so happy that that comment has more likes. Like, yeah, stop this. It's bloody ridiculous. Me, a male who joined Not How Girls Work to figure out how girls work. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Yeah, subreddits like this genuinely are a good place to learn stuff, or at least to learn what not to do and what not to think. Thank you. So I'm a 17-year-old Mexican guy and 5'5". I really used to think that it was over for me in the dating world. Not like the incel crap of hating women, but I really used to think that I had no options or hope. But reading that a lot of women really care about personality and not so much about appearance made me feel really good. I'm in some subreddits about short people that are full of incels, and it made me feel really bad, like really bad about being short. So thanks girls, you really gave me a smile. Oh, that's so awesome. I didn't expect to have such a wholesome start to a video like this, and like this comment says, incel men are just listening to what other men say. I wish a lot more of them would actually listen to women and believe what they say about dating and attraction. Props to you, OP. Yeah, 1000%. So many incels get stuck in like an incel echo chamber, and yeah, they're just listening to other incels, even when half the stuff they say is obviously not true or has no bearing on the actual world. And yeah, like they said, props to you, OP. That's so awesome. Such a wholesome start. I'm sure it's not gonna stay wholesome. Not if we administer the appropriate punishment, what our based ancestors in the Middle Ages successfully and effectively administered. This is what God wants. Yes, lighting people on fire because they're like, what, a witch or something? God, I hate women so much. Why don't they like me? Oh, maybe if we burnt them at the stake? Oh yeah, that's the answer, isn't it? And this sort of stuff isn't a joke. Can you believe that? Just because there are outliers in a group doesn't mean you can't generalize the group. For example, just because 2 women on Earth enjoy the horizontal mumbo doesn't make the statement women don't desire horizontal mumbo or relationships any less true. Yeah, it does, because it's not 2 women on the planet, dude. You genuinely think that they're outliers that don't enjoy horizontal mumbo or relationships? I see this with arguments a ton. It's used to silence opposition, like say humans are like food. Yeah, but it's not opposition. It just doesn't make any sense. Like what? You think out of every woman on the planet, 99.999% of them don't enjoy the horizontal mumbo or a relationship? That's an unbelievable opinion to have. Well, some humans may not enjoy eating, and they only do it because they have to. That argument is as ridiculous as saying that women enjoy horizontal mumbo just because one girl out of the whole population doesn't mind it. Yeah, but it's obviously not just one person in the whole population. What? And are they talking about people that they've known personally? Like, even if the women that you did know weren't interested in it, why would your next thought be, oh, well, that must mean that no women like it? Like, how'd you get to that conclusion, you know? What does it mean when a beautiful woman says hi to a man? Is she flirting? No, they're saying hi. And what, so it's not flirting if they're not beautiful? A woman said hi to me? Surely you're flirting with me, aren't you? No, they're probably just saying hi. You know, according to your science, male eyes emit such radiations which can cause skin cancer and damage hairs, etc. of a female. So hijab also prevents them from such harmful radiations. Yeah, like the top comment says, I too am an expert in trust me bro-ology. Yeah, what science are we talking about? Male eyes emit such radiation which can cause skin cancer and damage the hair of a female? Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's not true. If you draw and design a fictional character that looks like this, instead of like this, you don't know how to draw. You literally can't draw women correctly. Are you joking? They're so much more realistic, and you think that's not correctly drawing a woman? Yeah, nah, I refuse to believe that they're not joking. Women are attracted to Beast Anon. She craves your animalistic nature. Use your vril and dominance to put her in her place. You're a dog and she's the cat. Now go tame that cat. Yeah, like the top comment says, dude missed the entire point of the movie. Women don't build skyscrapers or anything for that matter. They build humans using their bodies. That's literally nothing compared to anything man-made, sorry. Yeah, they do build humans, but it takes no effort on their part. They lay there for a few minutes and then 9 months later, bro, come on. How awful. Like, imagine posting that. Like, yeah, I know I have no place to speak on something like this, but it takes absolutely no effort. Like, for real, how dare you? Did I turn my boyfriend into a vampire? So I got a new boyfriend. Yay! And we've been seeing each other for about a month. Anyway, the other night we're having a Twilight marathon. I love Twilight, and a dream of mine is to have a vampire boyfriend. I've been experimenting with eating my own blood ever since the Twilight books came out. I consider myself to now be a vampire. I usually just save the blood I lose naturally each month. Okay, so this is not real. I usually just keep the tampons in the freezer, etc., and just sort of suck on them and eat them later. I decided I'd try and turn my new boyfriend, so I've been cooking my blood into his food every time he comes over. I've tried to make blood pudding as well, but that only works when I have a heavy flow. You need a lot of blood, so I usually just add a little bit of blood into the marinade or pasta sauce, etc. He has absolutely no idea. I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 weeks. Do you think that by now he could be a vampire? I don't even know what to think after this. I'm sure it's a copy pasta or something, but at the same time, I probably wouldn't even be surprised if it was real. Danielle, about me, every single time a man sleeps with a lot of women, he's called a stud. But if a woman sleeps with a lot of men, she's called an S-word. And people think this is unfair? Nah, it's completely fair, and I'll tell you why. Because it's easy to be an S-word. It's hard to be a stud. To be a stud, you have to be witty, charming, well-dressed, have nice shoes and a fake job. To be an S-word, you just have to be there. There are fat, ugly S-words out there, but there are no fat, ugly studs. This is your bio? What? Yeah, like the top comment says, and that's what you chose to tell about yourself? Also, is it even real? Or is it even a woman? Or is it like an alpha male Twitter guy or something? Being in a relationship as a man is inherently low T, low testosterone. If you care at all about how the woman feels, you're constantly being more careful with your words, being more empathetic and adjusting to their delicate sensibilities. Wow, what the hell is this? Yeah, bro, being in a relationship totally makes you a more understanding person. How terrible's that? Being around women 24/7 puts men in estrogenic conditions. It isn't normal. This is why it's best for men to see their guy friends as much as they can, or they inevitably turn into a woman over time, a shell of his former self that his woman fell in love with. I know we read ridiculous stuff every single day, but God, that's so bad. Oh yeah, bro, being in a relationship with a woman, that's so low T. No, it isn't. Not even a little bit. Does anybody here start not to approach women no more out of disgust of injustice? I really think that we're on our way to see men being oppressed by women in a bigger scale. Am I the only one that can't trust them anymore? Are they so sick to be logically intellectual and to understand actually the history of feminism and why was it made for? Am I the only one that thinks that a very big majority of girls are biased towards their gender only? Very shallow and full of double standards? Am I the only one that thinks that they've become lazy, ignorant, and mentally weak? Am I the only one that really don't care for what's between their legs but their minds? I'm so sick of this society, to be honest. It makes perfect sense if you don't think about it. Yeah, I'm definitely confused. Under 4'11", firecracker. 5 foot to 5'3", demon. 5'4" to 5'8", spoiled brat. 5'9" to 5'11", psycho in capital letters. 6 foot and over, Wonder Woman. I love how 5 foot to 5'3" is demon. You could be a spoiled brat or a firecracker or a demon. But yeah, obviously not how girls work? No, it's all women talk about though. Either my wallet isn't deep enough, my ding dong isn't big enough, or my height isn't tall enough. How about y'all women start growing some boobs, learn how to cook and lose some weight? Yeah, but also maybe don't have this sort of attitude towards women. That's probably what the issue is. And yeah, on that note, let's read something wholesome. Be at library looking for some books. See a girl sitting at a random table. She's adorable, dark hair, mesmerizing green eyes. Not the most confided guy, but thinks screw it, I'll try. Walk up to her and say a cheesy pickup line. Doesn't respond. Excuse me. She notices me and looks up at me. Does something in sign language. Turns out that she's deaf. Excuse myself and turn around defeated. Way too embarrassed to keep the conversation going. Stop myself halfway out and gather up all the courage and walk back. Sit down next to her and write, "You're cute. Do you want to go out?" on a sticky note. She reads it and looks at me. I smile like a dumbass while she looks me over. She eventually nods and scribbles her number on the note. Her name is Alice. We go out that Friday. We have a great time. Fast forward a few months later, we're officially dating. Learn sign language for it. Getting pretty good at it. The first thing I learned to sign was "I love you." Fast forward again to yesterday. Today's the day. Me, her mum, brother, and me are sitting in the doctor's office. They gradually turn up her implant. She starts crying because she hears her mum for the first time. I remain silent. Her mum and brother are talking to her, crying all the while. Eventually she looks at me. I move closer to her. Tell her something I've wanted to say from the day I met her in the library. "I love you. Please marry me." She said yes. I made the greatest day of her life just a little bit better. I love her so much. Aww. That's way too beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy that we read this. Congratulations. That's so beautiful. Could we, without relentlessly criticizing, let people have their pumpkin spice and avocado toast and their fandoms and their D&D and their too early Halloween decorations and whatever little harmless things in which they've managed to find a tiny flower of joy? Yeah, 1000%. I adopted the neighborhood stray cat. My neighbor's cat got her pregnant and I woke up to this. Child support. Oh, I love this so much. Swipe left. So unattractive if you have a picture with another man. Posed with a wing behind. Cat or a dog or a big eye and princess filters. Picture taken 1 foot above your head. Showing unnatural lip gestures. Too many adrenaline activity photos. Signs of addiction. And men prefer what you cook and not your adventures. Unaesthetic beach photos. You don't know who Bertrand Russell is. So long. Yeah, that could be one of the worst Tinder bios I think we've ever read. And we read a bad bio in pretty much every single video. That was awful. And so off-putting and bitter. Isn't this meant to be an opportunity to talk about yourself or, you know, show anything about yourself? But it says about me, but it's not. It's about everything they don't want. Straight man, 6.05. Agnostic, open-minded, handsome, Caucasian, married, looking for fun with benefits. Guys, I genuinely did not read that bottom bit. Oh my god. So what, you're married and you're on Tinder doing this, looking for fun with benefits, and I'm assuming that, you know, your partner isn't okay with this, and also to say that you're open-minded after this? Oh my, let's move on. Girls who don't mind never receiving ultimate diddlies and giving oral diddly versus girls who insist upon them. Children conceived when the mother didn't have a climax are not insulted, by the way. When it dies, its spirit never goes to heaven or hell. It's just destroyed like that of the animals. The top comment says, honestly, if this Looney Tunes theory gets women more of them, I'll turn a blind eye. Ladies, there's been a misunderstanding. No one finds these attractive. Wow, that's so frustrating. The assumption that people only do stuff like this to like make somebody else think they're good looking. Nah. Like, believe it or not, a lot of people do stuff like this because they like it, not because they're trying to get random people to be attracted to them. Teenager girls, constant floods of people messaging them in their DMs, most admittedly just people that are in the mood. Teenage guys who just want their existence to be acknowledged and to be given even the slightest amount of attention. Their empty DMs. Anybody, please, I don't give a damn what it's about. Yeah, I don't think you realize that everybody can get lonely and every person can just not get messages. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean you're automatically gonna get a whole bunch of attention all the time. You could have any social media and be a woman and not get any messages. Why would that be the case? That doesn't even make any sense. And the attention that people would be getting, probably not even attention that they do want. Millie Bobby Brown and fiance at their engagement party. She will have beautiful babies while other celebrities like Taylor Swift, they stay bitter, man-hating and lonely with their cats once they stop being famous. Taylor Swift has a net worth of 400 mil and is famous worldwide. I promise you that won't happen. Oh, she'll have no use of money if she hits the wall and can't have children. It's clearly possible to be wealthy and lonely, especially as a woman. Once you lose your attractiveness, no one will care about you. Wow, yeah, what an awesome, nice thing to say about somebody. Like, even if this was true, who are you to even say that? And yeah, I'm sure Taylor Swift isn't going to be too upset. Why are they so angry at Taylor Swift? Your eyes are so tiny. Low estrogen. Oh my god, TikTok comments can be so funny. I don't even have TikTok, but just the screenshots that I see, they're always so funny or so concerning, or both at the same time. And also, I know it doesn't really matter, but they don't have tiny eyes. I wouldn't say they were tiny, would you guys? Oh, why don't you grow a chest or like work out? Bro, what? She means boobs. You don't get boobs from working out. You do though. Yeah, but you're not though, because they're made up of pretty much fat, and you're only going to make your chest and muscles bigger if you're working out. Like, bro, just work out and your arms will get longer, but don't work out too much though. Your nose will shrink. Oh, I got height mogged by a foid in the supermarket again. Freaking 6'2" blank biatch. I was wearing my huge work boots too, so she was probably even taller. She should not have the right to be a foid. She's a man. If a foid's over 5'10", then she is a man. Wow, getting upset, probably furious because they walked by somebody that was taller. That's not good. That is not a good frame of mind to live your life. Oh my god, that person's way taller than me. Ah. But yeah, I'm sure they weren't being serious about them becoming a man when they're over 5'10". Well, maybe, but surely not. What's that? You're 5'10"? You better relax because you're about to be a man. Shorties who will ruin your life. 1. White toenails. 2. Nursing majors. 3. Nissan Altima drivers. 4. 1 hour plus showers. People shower for over an hour? Do they go all wrinkly? Scorpios. Nails that make tapping sounds when texting. Under 5'5". Well, yeah, better not be over 5'10" because that's a man. Say that they're not hungry, but they eat your food. Cooks chicken Alfredo. And number 10, lash extensions. What's wrong with cooking chicken Alfredo? Is that something I actually just read? Whoa, whoa, whoa. If they're cooking chicken Alfredo, nah. Run for the hills, bro. There's no bloodline of a woman. Women are not descendant conscious. So what, women don't have genetics or something? Why would you even think this? That's what I don't understand about the stuff that we read. Like, how would you even have this opinion? Like, oh yeah, women not having a bloodline? Yes, I'm gonna start believing this. Women should be 1. Quiet. 2. Keepers at home, doing dishes and laundry, ironing, etc. 3. Submissive to the husbands. 4. Silent in church. 5. Caretakers of children. 6. Modestly dressed. Read the Bible for details. Timothy 2, Titus 2, Peter 3. So what, this is what you expect of a woman? So what are you bringing to the relationship, you know? I feel like anytime you see someone say that they actually want a submissive partner, that like alarm bells start going off. It does also have me thinking, is there any logistic reason for women's flight attendant uniforms using skirts? Like, men are clearly able to do the job in pants. At that altitude, the vajayjay has a pressure differential which requires uninhibited airflow to prevent it from ballooning. Okay, so they're joking though, aren't they? Yeah, like the top comment says, so one wonders, why can female passengers wear pants? Yeah, oh my god, you can't do that. Your body will literally explode. Women do not snore, burp or fart, therefore they must complain or they'll blow up. Yeah, the most are the straights okay sort of shirt ever. Like, oh, women, am I right? Boy, do they complain. Like, why this is on a shirt, I don't know. There's something so funny about that. Like, why is all this stuff on t-shirts and signs? Oh, who are you fooling? That's not how a gamer girl looks. See, now this is how a gamer girl looks. Do you want to play? Sure. Yeah, that's super confusing. Like saying that somebody isn't a gamer or something because of how they look. Saying that somebody doesn't play games because of how they look. They're for every and all types of people. No, you can't be a gamer. Yeah, they can. Bro, your sister should remove her armpit hair because the accumulation of bacteria will cause her diseases. What sort of diseases are you talking about? Like, whoa, you better get that armpit hair off you because you're gonna die immediately. Got a pretty good feeling that they're gonna be totally fine. During intercourse, the woman absorbs the literal cerebral fluid and essence of the man, the fluid that contains the nutrients that the man chooses to feed his brain. So don't ever just say, it's just horizontal mumbo. I'm free and liberated. Yeah, like the top comment says, bro, if your spinal fluid is leaking during the horizontal mumbo, you've got bigger issues. Fee, male, war, man, person, you, man, dishwash, her. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, like this comment says, maniac, mental, manslaughter, manhandling, her, hero, heritage, Hermes, Hercules. Befriend more women. How do you think it looks when you walk into a place with 2 to 6 girls? Anytime I walked in with one, I had at least 5 leave with me. Wow, okay. Owners will send over drinks, you take over the place. You're pouring drinks down the waiter's throat. Don't go with your bros. Yeah, I'm gonna move right along, guys. When God sends you a sign. Oh my god, women are evil and satanic apparently. Okay, I feel like that's enough of this subreddit for today, guys. Let's read something a lot less confusing. My mum has to stay in her room in isolation for her cancer radiation, so my dad set up a desk at her door to keep her company, and I'm crying. Oh, that's so bloody cute. Like, oh, I'll sit here with you. I love that so much. Seeing people happily in love is so beautiful. My wife and I are sitting on the couch watching TV, and I hear a text. Realizing I left my phone in the kitchen, I get up, I go to the kitchen to check it, and it's a text message from my wife. Please bring the chips on your way back. Oh my god, that's so genius. That's amazing. I love that so much. Haha, I made you get up. Now can you please bring me some chips? Absolutely. And whoosh, your week is going to be awesome. Thank you, Kitty Cat Wizard. I really appreciate this. Wow, how nice of the Kitty Wizard. Today I waited on 3 10-year-old boys. They ordered 3 virgin pina coladas, and when I asked if they wanted food, they told me, nah, it's just a chips and drinks kind of day. And then they tipped me $11 on top of their $11 check. Yeah, that's so relatable. My female 28 boyfriend, male 28, thinks that my boobs fill up with blood before my period. Okay, gross. Could you imagine that? I don't think I need to say much else. I tried to explain to him that it's just my milk duct swelling, but he said until I prove him wrong that he won't change his mind. What the hell? What do you mean? I didn't want the almighty Google to have something to the effect of, do my boobs swell with blood before my period in my history? But alas, here we are. I found evidence to support the milk duct thing, but he said because I couldn't find an article that explicitly says my boobs don't fill with blood, he doesn't accept it. I just don't know how to get it through to him. Yeah, but you shouldn't have to get this through to them. Why do they think this? That's so funny and so concerning. Like, why would they fill with blood before your period? And why did they start thinking this in the first place? I think that's my favorite way we've ever started a video. So concerning and strange and gross all at the same time. If married men choose to be faithful to their wives, 1. 70% of female students will die of hunger. 2. 70% of single women will be evicted. 70%. 3. 63% of cars owned by women will be repossessed. Bro, what? 80% of saloon business will fold. 75% of bottle stores will dry up. What do you mean? You think that 70% of single women are just getting their stuff paid for? What? People can make up statistics to prove anything can't.
Oh, people can come up with statistics to prove anything can't. 40% of all people know that.
Guys be like, ew, periods are gross, and then continue to talk about how massive their dumps are and how Taco Bell gives them diarrhea. Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? It reminds me of that post that we read where that person's boyfriend called them disgusting because they put their pads in his bin or something. We've read so many things where people's boyfriends have been so weird about periods. It's so confusing how I imagine it is to peep on women who go to the toilet together What else do you think was being talked about? Handbags, makeup, and boys? Yeah, I always hope they compared boob size and practiced kissing. This might be why men are desperate to identify women, so to get in there. Yeah, so apart from how gross that comment is, the meme up the top is so funny. Oh my god, women go to the toilet together so they can do this? Unbelievable. If you want to be happy, get an older woman from 1990 to 1999 and settle down. They're tired and they won't disturb much. I said what I said. You think an older person was born between 1990 and 1999? What? Yeah, like the top comment says, I'm almost 28, so I must be 1 foot in the grave. Yeah, like, oh, these old 25-year-old women, they walk with a walker, they've got hearing aids, practically ancient. I really just spent 4 months getting in the best shape of my life just to watch girls walk past me on the beach. Oh no. What do you mean? They just went about their day and they didn't immediately confess to me that they were obsessed with me. What's wrong? Aren't they meant to be all over me? Like, yeah, people living their life. They're not just gonna freak out because they see you. Being short equals virgin for life. No matter how much work you put into your body or your social skills or your personality, women will always pick an ugly, fat, greasy, tall dude instead. It never even began for manlets. Stuff like this is so exhausting. How do you not realize that if you have this mindset, yeah, you're not gonna get anywhere, obviously, but it's not because you're short, and it also implies that there are no men in the world that are short and in a relationship. Like, oh no, they're a virgin for life and they might as well give up. No. Is this the same post again? If you want to be happy, get an old woman from 1990 to 1999 and settle down. They're tired and they won't disturb much. I said what I said. Okay, so that has 300,000 likes. So is it a joke or what? Surely it's a joke. It can't not be, can it? How to get a girlfriend? I heard that my options are 1. Become trans. 2. Go gay. 3. Try to pull girls with a 2% chance of success. 80% chance of obtaining depression knowing that you'll never pull anything besides your 5.082556 centimeter PP. Give up. Is this true? I need some help. Okay, so I know we read a lot of confusing stuff, but what? The top comment says, do any type of self-improvement? No, that's stupid. I'm better off getting with guys even though I'm not into guys. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Imagine sharing your body with water instead of your man. I can't believe you women. Filthy. Incels seething about being cucked by the ocean. Now, I'm sure they're joking, but the horrifying thing about this is, if we were doing an incel tier video and I read a post where somebody seriously said that they hate when women go swimming in the ocean because the ocean gets to touch women and they don't, I wouldn't even be surprised. There are people that genuinely think stuff that ridiculous. Women should not lift weights. The resistance training triggers a hormonal testosterone response that can cause a loss of feminine qualities, deeper voice, or even infertility and induce stress that can interfere with pregnancy. Tell women at the gym they're running backwards. Yeah, like the top comment says, no, don't tell women at the gym. Leave them alone. Men are so weird. They literally think of women as a communal herd that they own. Haha, white women when they turn 22. What an awful thing to post. So they've edited a photo of Emma Watson. Have you met somebody that's 22? And yeah, it used to be, oh, women are old when they turn 30. And then it was like 27 and then 25 and now it's 22. Yeah, and also like this comment says here, I'd like to take advantage of the opportunity of this moment to show what Emma Watson looked like when she was 22 in 2012. I don't know what that person was smoking when that post was made. Yeah, see, look, 22-year-old woman. Do they look old? No. The ideal woman has no male best friend, talks to males only till it's work-related, doesn't accept flirting, extremely beautiful, wears decent clothes, high morals, conservative, feminine, had no boyfriend or past, not even simped, only into marriage, has only female friends, not feminist, knows cooking, not woke, religious, and hates degenerates. Yeah, like this comment says, laughing my ass off, how do they expect to meet these women? Only has female friends and doesn't accept flirting. Yeah, but she's totally gonna be into your flirting. So, a picture of Adele and a picture of somebody with their children. No, I'm the one that's happy. So once again, they're trying to say that if you don't start a family, that you're a sad person that isn't fulfilled. I can't believe people still think this. Like, oh, you're an awful, sad, unfulfilled person if you don't have children. No, you're not. 14 is too young. No excuses. Our nation was built on 14-year-old girls. In the 50s, my mum was only 16 and married with children. Today, they're either on drugs or homosexual or both. Yeah, I'm just gonna move right along, okay? Some guy is arguing with me, a woman, over if breasts are fat or not. Well, why don't they Google it? To anyone who doesn't know, it's fat, not muscle. He told me I can make my chest fit or some crap. Like, no, that's not how it works. My boobs can't do push-ups. I promise they're just blobs of fat. Yeah, and if they literally just Googled that, they'd also know that. Why would they just have this opinion? And they're so confidently incorrect. What was your career? This and a whole lot of children. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 children. And they're trying to make fun of the other person because they've got cats. Oh my god, stuff like this is so cringe. Like, yeah, some people want to start a big family and that makes them happy. That's amazing, but that doesn't make every person happy. And you're not like a bad person because you don't do it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. A young guy texting while driving still drives better than women fully focused when driving. Yeah, this is one of the oldest and stupidest things to believe. Like the top comment says, sure, that's why insurance companies charge men more for coverage because of how well they drive. How do you not believe it? You're a girl. You by nature, by virtue of your mediocre IQ. Wow, how dare you? Must believe in astrology, horoscopes, karma, aura, and other rubbish. At least something from this set. Yeah, I think that's enough of this subreddit for today, guys. I'm a bit tired of reading people just spurting out nonsense. So yeah, let's read something wholesome. Genie, I shall grant you 3 wishes. Me, I wish my dog could talk. Genie, done. Me petting my dog. Hey buddy, you've got 2 wishes. Oh, could you imagine? That'd be so cute. If Chico could talk, I wonder what he'd wish for when your game crashes but the autosave feature actually saved your progress. Oh my god, I know. This happens when I edit videos and it's amazing when it does autosave or you can recover it, but it's not so awesome when it doesn't work. And I feel like a game would be even more heartbreaking if it didn't save. You know, it's a good feeling, a real good feeling when sunbeams do this. That is all. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add to this. That's a very beautiful. Hey, I've got a stick. I throw the stick, they look at it, and then they look back at them. A short story. Oh, come on. I'm not gonna go get that. What? You expected me to run after that stick? Nah. I was just asked to leave Olive Garden because I asked out my waitress 3 times and she kept rejecting me, but supposedly women want nice guys. I'm right here. Okay, so that can't be real, can it? That's gotta be a joke. Oh, you women, you say you want a nice guy, but I'm a nice guy, which pretty much immediately means that if you don't say yes to dating me, that you're a terrible person or something. Like, implying that somebody can't reject you is so weird. Like, what, you think every woman is going to be interested in you? Or they're obligated to say yes or go on a date because you're a nice guy? That's not how people work, dude. You could be incredible. It doesn't mean somebody's going to be interested. Actually, many females experience the ultimate diddly while performing number 2. What, like going to the toilet? Are they talking about taking a dumpy? To answer the question, yes. Due to its regional basis, it might strengthen the you-know-what through pressure regarding the prostate, or you just imagine your poop as a you-know-what being pushed out. Oh my god. What a hilarious, ridiculous, and gross thing we just read. That's so funny and so awful at the same time. And the fact that they're saying this so confidently as well, like, yes, so confidently incorrect, that adds a second layer of this being so funny. Like, oh yeah, trust me, I know women and I know this is true. Motherhood gives you a different glow. With kids, without kids. Okay, righto, buddy. Like this comment says, wait, I thought incels were supposed to view women with children as gross. I'm starting to think that this incel stuff isn't well thought out. There are people in the comments saying it's not incel stuff, it's trad chad stuff. Yeah, like there's people that think it's awful if a woman doesn't have children, and like you're some failure of a person if you don't. It's bloody ridiculous. But yeah, that incel comment is so funny. A lot of incel stuff doesn't make any sense, or it completely contradicts other stuff. I believe as females, we should address men as sir. Oh god, that's like the men and females, but the opposite, I suppose. And yeah, like the top comment says, yeah, we don't tend to call ourselves are females. Yeah, no, there's no way this is written by a woman, is there? Oh yeah, you know, us are females. This is the real Barbie look that men want, not the desexualized one that they put in the movies. In case you were wondering, this comment, nobody was wondering. Yeah, I was literally thinking that. Nobody is wondering this. Women love to say that vajayjays are elastic. Like, no, that's why we know when you've been cheating. Also, babies are for you, not us. Don't push it out then. What? Yeah, what? Yeah, what? Yeah, sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about because it doesn't make any sense. Babies are for you, not us. Don't push it out then. What? Don't push the baby out? What is happening? You are ugly and you're not a real woman. Imagine submitting to men. Shave your armpits and take a shower. The top comment, plot twist, they're girlfriends. So what? This is how you think they'd talk to each other in your head? Do you not realize that you just made up an imaginary situation that wouldn't happen just so you can get angry about it on Twitter? I got dumped over my new piercing, guys. Posted on women posting L's. I really don't like your piercing. Yeah, okay, I don't know what to tell ya. Good night. Yeah, good night. I think I'm done with this. If that's your final answer, then okay. Yeah, that crap made me find you so unattractive. Alright, I'm gonna block your number. Don't bother messaging me back. Okay, I took you off all my socials. Okay. Yeah, so how is this a woman posting an L? This is somebody who likes their piercing and they're not willing to take it out because one person doesn't find it attractive. And also, the way the other person was messaging, I feel like they expected them to be upset about this. And when they didn't even care and they were like, okay, I feel like they didn't expect that. I know it's all subjective and all that, but tattoos and piercings are my biggest turnoff. Next in line are vaping and smoking. Show us your most recent girlfriend, bro. Massive W. Women obsessed with piercings and tattoos have issues. She doesn't seem to mind. She was likely getting the D while texting him. Are you joking, dude? They don't seem to mind because they're gonna find somebody who doesn't care about stuff like this and they like it, so they're not gonna change it for some other person. Oh, she's likely getting the D. What? Like, all of this sort of stuff is people making stuff up in their own head and getting upset about it, like projecting a personality onto somebody that they don't even know and getting upset about it when it's something that they made up in their head. Oh, that's so gross. Yeah, she got the piercing to impress another guy, not David. He just made the exit process easier for her. Yeah, or maybe they're not doing it to impress a guy. Oh my god. Do people not realize that the world doesn't revolve around them? And if somebody does something, they might be doing it because they want to do it and not because they're trying to bloody impress somebody else. Yeah, like this comment says, the way he just kept the text going seems like he was waiting for her to backtrack on the piercing. Like, oh no, really? You don't like it? I'll take it out then. Lol, dude, that's not happening. There's so many good comments here. I love how the notion from the guy Derek responding is that she got the piercing to impress other guys when she should be doing it to impress her boyfriend, as if the idea that she just likes it and wanted it was too unfathomable. Yeah, they can't fathom that a woman's life doesn't entirely revolve around men, nor that their sexist stereotypes aren't gospel truth. Yeah, 1,000,000%. We don't need men, we can live without them. Please, men, watch Barbie and not Oppenheimer because it's about women, made by a woman. And who's saying stuff like this? Yeah, like the top comment says, I have not seen a single woman begging a man to watch Barbie. What the hell is going on? Yeah, once again, making stuff up and getting upset about it. It's so cringy. What happened to all the women closer to you in age? Because I want someone who's never fallen in love before. Heart virgin, you can say. And all women in my age that I know are in love or have loved someone before me. And I think I'm the first love crush for this girl. I really don't want to be sexist, but man, that's creepy. I know I'm weird and creepy, but that's not the case here. Well, what? I know I'm weird and creepy, but not in this situation, okay? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, like the top comment says, I know that I'm weird and creepy, but that's not the case here. Morgan Freeman begins narrating. It in fact was the case. Yeah, that's a weird sentence that we just read. Man explaining, the manual for women. I'm writing this for my daughter just in case I die. Try no horizontal mumbo before marriage. Get married and have kids early. You need to breastfeed. No vaccines for babies ever. Homemaker skills. No birth control. God over astrology and other fads. Yeah, like the top comment says, I really want to know his thought process for how getting married and pregnant early correlates to being able to breastfeed. Yeah, wow, do we read some confusing stuff, guys? Every single day. Why are women afraid of this generation of men? Y'all sometimes forget that we could literally literally end you and do all types of horrible messed up stuff if we wanted to, but we don't? Am I supposed to be thankful? Yeah, what the hell? Yuck. Literally, this is the sort of attitude that a nice guy has, and they wonder why women aren't interested in them. When I jokingly said, I know I'm not the only girl you're talking to, and he responded, I'm only talking to 3 girls, you included. Yeah, that's gross. Explain why I shouldn't be able to do whatever I want to women. Oh my god, these are awful. I'm not saying it's all men. I'm not saying that it's only men. I'm not saying women are better than men. I'm saying that women are afraid of men because some men have done horrible stuff towards women. Who gave birth to you? A woman. So why shouldn't you respect them? If a woman was the one to release you into this world, why should you look down on them? May everyone be safe in this world and all generations. Hashtag feminism, women's rights, viral, and Tom's ex-love on TikTok, I think. Yeah, that's right. It's not like a situation where you're attacking men or you're attacking women. It's just that some people genuinely hate women, and it's so obvious. Like a lot of incel tier stuff that we read. Like these people will be so angry at women because they don't choose them. But because they get so angry at women, they say awful, hateful stuff towards women. And then, yeah, they wonder why they're not interested in them. It's just this awful, negative, downward spiral sort of cycle. It's like, yeah, okay, you had a bad experience with a woman. That doesn't then mean that you should give up on all women and assume that every single woman is the same and then get angry and resentful because of that attitude. Like, if you do that, that's your fault, not women's. Men's rights movement. You're a man who wants to be in the bathroom with women while they're changing their tampons and their butt is fully exposed, and women are supposed to be okay with that? Wait a second, what? They have bathroom stalls, dude. You're not just going to be standing out in the open. Is that what they're talking about? Boyfriend concerned about sexual history. My 31 female boyfriend, 35 male, have been together for a couple of years now, and we're starting to talk about the possibility of having kids, but he has some concerns. I was a bit promiscuous in the past, and he's worried that the DNA of those men is still present and will therefore contaminate our child. He said he read a study that said DNA from sperm can linger in your body for up to 25 years. If he's correct, is there anything that can be done to remedy it? Edit to add, this has been the source of a lot of fights, and he can't seem to forgive me, saying I poisoned our future child. Oh my god. Oh, so the boyfriend has read some garbage on the internet and they're believing it? Oh, that's so sad. Feminist game. Sleep around in early 20s. Romance nice guy in late 20s, early 30s. Have kids, use husband to support them during early difficult years. Divorce husband and extract resources, house, child support, and alimony. Find another man. Most men will never know. Yeah, this is how they think about women in general. Like that every woman is like this. And also, how is it men going their own way if they're just complaining about women on Twitter? Girl sad on social media laments her loneliness and how no girls will ever marry her. 90% of the comment section, we'll gladly breed you, just ask. Yeah, but that's not good attention, you know? Someone saying, I'll gladly breed you, probably not the person they're going to be interested in. Like, what the hell? I said I'd love to breed with her, and she still rejects me? Unbelievable. Any woman that I want to marry must first of all stay with my mum for 6 months to a year so that my mum can train her and let her know how to take care of me. So we've read something the exact same as this, but I'm pretty sure it's not the exact same. Yeah, nothing's going to make somebody want to run in the opposite direction more than somebody saying this. Like, you're not a functioning adult, and like, yeah, 100% you should take care of your partner, but not in this sort of way. This is wanting a mum that you're dating, and yeah, definitely not. So he's 10 years old and his mum is still menstruating. What? Did she have him when she was 15? Yeah, okay. I just don't understand why you wouldn't Google this to double check before you made a tweet. Like, surely you'd want to double check before you were tweeting about stuff like this. Maybe the way she dressed up is her choice, but amputation of breasts is a sign of hate towards men, which is what feminism is all about. Oh my god. Are you joking, dude? Oh yeah, amputation of breasts is a sign of hate towards men. It's the same stuff over and over again. Like, not everything has something to do with men. People don't just sit around and go, oh, maybe if I did this, I could upset some men. And also, imagine if you had to get a mastectomy, and there are people that are like, oh, you just did that because you hate men. Like, for real, how sad? Which features best describe your figure? Tall and long arms and legs, top heavy and slender legs, flat chested and wide hips, or petite? And they're the only options. Yeah, like the top comment says. I don't know why reading all of these produce wildly inhuman Slender Man-like mental pictures. Girls on their period, a little bleeding, maybe a teeny weeny bit of pain for a day or two. Men on leg day, horrible pain for days, seizures, maybe even a week. Get told that they walk funny, publicly humiliated, pee blood, shivers in extreme tremors, extreme appetite, debilitating nausea, apathy, hypochondria, fainting, god-awful soreness, possible death. Feels like a tiny something punching you at all times. Pain is a result of hard work, not a result of inferior genetics. And then they captioned it, suck it up, hashtag suck it up. Nah, surely it's a bait post. Like, oh yeah, women in their periods, that's just inferior genetics. Like, that can't be what they mean, can it? And also, a little bleeding and maybe a teeny weeny bit of pain for a day or two. Yeah, no, they've got to be joking. Talking about something that they've never experienced before. Oh damn, that's got 20,000 likes, but it's got 21,000 comments. Yeah, I'd like to read some of those. So on this video, I don't find that attractive at all. Bring back healthy bodies. Something is seriously wrong. What? What are you talking about, dude? So you think somebody with a body like this is seriously wrong? And also, what's unhealthy about this? And guaranteed if you ask them what's unhealthy about this, they wouldn't even be able to tell you, because it's not. And also, it's so weird to see some person that you're never gonna meet and say on Twitter whether or not you find them attractive. Like, isn't that kind of embarrassing? It doesn't matter if you find them attractive or not, you know? Happy 31st birthday, Selena Gomez, 2010 to 2022. Yeah, that's what happens when girls turn 30. Goodbye, good looks and being skinny. OnlyFans girls will learn that real quick. Oh, so bitter. You understand that females should be having kids once they get their period. It's biology. Men need to understand how women's bodies work, because this is horrifying. Yeah, it is. Ew. They've got to be confused or something, don't they? Like, surely they don't mean this. Yeah, very concerning. A woman that doesn't want children is pretty useless to men who do. Not all men want children either, so she'll find her man regardless. No, she won't. If a man has the resources to get her, then he also has the resources to get a younger, fitter version of her. She's going to need a cat because ain't no one knocking. Oh, get out of here. Like, if that's what makes you happy, then believe that, but it's not true. All this is trying to find ways to justify their bitter attitude. It's so exhausting. I predict that more American men are seeking foreign brides in the future. Get your passports, bros. Glad I got mine before the rush. Ew. You're talking about a human being, not a phone or something. They're talking about their wife the same way you hear people talk about Pokemon cards. Like, I'm happy I got these before they got expensive. Jesus. An account called Single Mums Posting L's. God, this already seems so sad. When you hear the guy you placed in the friend zone is getting married, so you're posting this because you like being angry at single mums? Okay. Single mums flirting? Yeah, I have 3 kids, but I wish they were yours. Right, okay. Took him to the aquarium. We're on a budget. I don't even understand what they're trying to say with this one. I just don't understand why you'd spend your time doing something like this. Like, spending your time posting rage bait about women, pretty much. Like, oh yeah, this makes me so angry. I hate women so much. Everybody else who also hates women is gonna love this. Like, why? How do women shake their vajayjays when they're done peeing? Oh, okay. No woman has all 5. 1, a job. 2, an education. 3, knows how to cook. 4, a sword. And 5, a second sword. Oh my god, and you call yourself a woman and you might not even have 2 swords? What a bloody disgrace. I do not even look at a female that doesn't have 5 or more swords. It feels so good to read one that isn't serious. Women tend to be short-sighted and base their opinions on what is best for them. Men tend to see the long-term impact and base their opinions on what is best for society. This is why men are better leaders than women. God created them to be leaders. Such a generalization. A man is not supposed to cook, wash dishes, or wash his clothes if he's got a woman. Yeah, okay, dude. I don't even know what to say anymore. Do women ever think for 2 seconds that we're supposed to groom them while they're young? Do women actually think they're supposed to make it to 40 with no man, children, or husband? Do you really think that that's a good position to be in? And a man is called a groom for a reason? It's what we're supposed to do? Oh my god, groom you while you're young and marry you and get you pregnant? Deal with it and shut up and understand that once you get old and ungrateful, ungroomable. You'll lose attraction. You're like the clay that hardened. Can't do anything with it. Facts are stubborn things. Yeah, like the top comment says, groom just means man. It isn't a synonym for the concept of grooming. In Middle English, the second element was reanalyzed as or influenced by grom. Grom, attendant. Guma derives from Proto-Germanic man or person. I love how these people act like they're strong, but they admit that they can't form relationships with headstrong adults, and they have to prey on adolescents as if that's something to brag about. Yeah, 1,000,000%. And that's enough for today. We need to read something wholesome so bad. Oh my god, it already feels so much better to be on this subreddit. Possibly the most frightening talent of the brown bear is an uncanny ability to blend seamlessly into the environment in an almost chameleon-like manner, allowing them to easily surprise their unsuspecting prey. It's so relieving to read this. And yeah, that's such a cute picture. Why are you just floating there? Hey. Oh, wow. The beautiful night sky. Oh, it's been a while since we've read a Wah Wah Wee Wah comic. Feels good to read one again. God, I love going for a good walk. Look at all these trees. Oh my god, man, is that a pine cone? Hell yeah. Gonna awkwardly nod at passing strangers? Don't mind if I do. Nothing like some fresh air. Yeah, absolutely. My sister snapped me this, but I feel like it deserves to be seen by so many more. Safety first. Oh, so cute. I want a puppy so bad. That's so adorable. He's not even remotely sorry. Oh, a cute dog and a dad joke in the same post. Does it get any better than this? I don't think so. And once again, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time. And if you did, you know what to do. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And the comment of the day goes to Dawnstone4424 from our latest stories about Kevin video. I love Kevin's stories. People being fools but not jerks. Perfect way to start my day. Yeah, it's so nice, isn't it? Like, yeah, people doing funny and stupid stuff, but they're still good, wholesome people, which can be such a nice change of pace from the other stuff that we read. Yeah, love that subreddit. Alright, I'm out of here. Thanks again for all your support, guys. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!